Good afternoon and welcome to the Regency Athletic Complex Center at Metropolitan State University in Denver, which is the site of the American Legion Region 8 Baseball Tournament. Mike Ray along with Warren Ray, Jeremy Waters, and Cameron Gibson. Good to have you along. This tournament will be a big one. We've already seen several big things going on here as far as the early games. We'll give you those numbers in just a moment. But we're going to listen to the code of conduct here momentarily. That is basically the code of conduct, which really is a staple here for American Legion baseball. We're about to see the first pitch of the ball game, so we'll just go quiet and let you hear it. There we go. A future Little Leaguer, American Leaguer, and who knows, maybe MLB. The tournament this year consists of 8 teams, 2 from Colorado, Arizona, California, New Mexico, Utah, Texas, and Nevada. Last year it was Henderson, Nevada, who won both the Region A tournament here in Denver and then went on to win the World Series in Shelby, North Carolina. As you know, there are 8 regions across the nation with 82,000 teams that play across the nation, and players, of course. And this is just one of those things that started back in 1925, and this year the tournament continues, the legend continues. Of course, this year we are sending Rocky Mountain, which will be on the third base side. They are the home team. And you can see them entering onto the field. And of course we have the Arizona Firebirds, who will be coming up to the plate first. As you know, the Lobos had a terrific season this year. They were 14-4 going into the State A tournament. Then they went on to win that up in Fort Collins where they hosted it. And they were undefeated there. And the number 2 team in Colorado, which is the host team, which is Greeley Gojos, the only losses they had were to the Lobos. So they are number 1 and number 2 here from Colorado. Of course, last year the Firebirds has been a team that's been around for a number of years. They've made appearances since we've been here, since 2006. We're going to take a short break. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Rad Sports. We had to take a short break there. One of the things that happens here on both YouTube and Facebook and our own channel is that the FCC literally turns off the webcast if we have music in the background that is copyrighted. So we had to go quiet there. We apologize for that. But as you can see, it's the Lobos in the field. They are the home base or home team here for this game. This is the 4 o'clock game. We have one coming up at 7. 1-0 pitch. Count goes to 2-0, just hitting the outside and missing. Lobos one of those teams that usually starts off pretty fast, especially when they go to plate. Next pitch is fastball taken for a strike, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. So the Lobos coming in tonight hitting the batter, literally wearing it, was Alex Kelch, and it's going to be Efrain Cervantes, the shortstop. So Cervantes, who's playing shortstop, followed by Daniel Durazo, the center fielder. On the mound here for the Lobos, it is Seth Beals. Playing center field is John Cathcart. Aaron Laux, the shortstop. Third baseman, Cade Nelson. Ben Knauer, the first baseman, of course, who was the most valuable player in the State A tournament. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's now 0-1 on the fastball. Garrett Fisher playing left field. Jared Pifo, the catcher. Cooper Axe is the designated hitter. Will Vassar playing second base, and Keanu Cobb, the right fielder for the Lobos. So nobody out. We're just starting here in the 4 o'clock game. Good to have you along, Rad Sports. This is the Region 8 tournament here in Denver. Beautiful place to watch a ball game at the Regency Athletic Complex. 0-1 pitch hit to right field. Right fielder just holding his ground, makes the catch for the first out. One of the things that the Lobos do very well is getting ground outs and also fly outs, as you saw there. They also turn the double play very well, as we have seen on some of the games of the week that we have brought to you here on Rad Sports all this season long. So there's one down, one man on. That was, of course, Kelch that wore one, basically. Count goes to 1-0. Infield will be playing up. They do turn the double very well here for Rocky Mountain, of course, coached by Scott Bullock. He's been there for a number of years. Won some state tournaments. Just missing outside. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Historically, the Firebirds, as we mentioned, have been here for a number of years, playing in the regional tournament. Of course, they played in Boulder just a couple years back. And in 2016 was edged out by California in the final, but it was a great ball game. We were there doing the game as well. Keeping them honest at first. Level of play once you get to regional is really entertaining to watch. As we started to talk a little bit about, 8 regions are playing off this week. Of course, the World Series in Shelby starts next week. Runner goes, hit and run. They're going to move them over to third, so you'll have runners at the corners. And a good start here for the Firebirds. So Ryan Graybosch stepping in, looking to score a run here. Of course, a fly ball should get Arizona on the board. So it's Graybosch followed by Corral, and then it's J.B. Rivers. So there's one out. Firebirds threatening already here. We're just in the top half of the first inning. Good to have you along. Missing for a ball and the fastball, and it's now 1-0. So far, we've seen a steady diet of straight stuff here by the Lobos to start it out early. What we have seen is they go a little more conservative, took a little bit off, waved at for a strike, and it's now 1-1. But going into the tournament, you think about 2 pretty evenly matched teams, meaning both the Lobos and Greeley Gojos, who you will see at 7 o'clock. Both teams coming in at 14-4 in the season. Low for a ball. Trying to tease the batter. A lot of times that we've seen, especially in State A tournament and of course here in the regional, you'll see them teasing, trying to go back and forth like a windshield wiper on the inside and outside corners. Hit deep. Left fielder ranging over, makes the catch. The run should score. So it is now 1-0 Arizona with 2 outs. So it's going to be Michael Corral, who is the pitcher for Arizona, trying to help his cause with 2 outs. Scores the scoring fly ball, and it makes it 1-0. So we'll see what kind of firepower Arizona has with the fifth hitter in the lineup. They're one of those teams that makes a lot of contact that we've seen in the past, and they also extend the counts quite a bit. Hitters get very selective, obviously, and the experience shows when they get to this level. Next pitch hit to left field. Left fielder should make the catch, and that's the final out, but it's 1-0 Arizona on the run-scoring fly ball. You're watching Region 8 Tournament Baseball here from Denver. We'll be right back.
Play ball. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Some things just never change. Crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s, where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496.
Play ball. Safe. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Bottom half of the first inning, good to have you along at the Regency Athletic Complex Center at Metropolitan State University. John Cathcart to lead it off here for the Lobos, followed by Aaron Laux, and it's Cade Nelson. In the field here for Arizona, at third base it's Alex Kelsch, Efren Cervantes, Daniel Durazo at center field, Ryan Grabosh, first base. Pitching is Michael Corral. J.B. Rivers, the right fielder, and second base is Andre Green. Fabian Ferrer, the catcher, and Diego Bejarano, we understand, is playing left field. 1-1 Lobos looking to answer back. Arizona, of course, getting first blood. Next pitch going to be a little bit low. Count goes to 2-1. Lobos, as we have seen over several games, opening up with a base hit, likes to start with the flurry. So Cathcart living up to the bill, and there's nobody out. So Aaron Laux, the shortstop, stepping to the plate, good contact hitter. Generally, you will see Rocky Mountain go more small ball early. We have seen them at times go base hit, then you'll see somebody bunt somebody over, sacrifice, and move them over. And they're very efficient at that. It'll be interesting to see how they do on the turf here. Turf being a lot faster. First pitch taken for a strike to Laux on the inside corner, and it's now 0-1. There was some debate whether or not we would have a night game here. We'll tell you more about that. 0-1 pitch, outside corner, windshield wiper. Count goes to 0-2. So Arizona doing a good job of mixing locations here early in this ball game. Corral, of course, steady fastballs. One thing that we've noticed with the Lobos, of course, is they are very aggressive on the base pads as well. A lot of speed in the top 4 to 5 players in the batting lineup. 0-2 pitch, curveball, and that's hit to the left fielder. Left fielder ranges back, makes the catch for the first out. You could see initially came in a couple of steps, realized that he misjudged it, and then was able to go back and retrieve it. Cade Nelson, the third baseman. One of the big hitters, of course, Ben Knauer really is the guy to watch. One of the refreshing things that we've seen here with the Lobos, that a lot of these players are not graduating seniors. We'll talk more about that. First pitch taken for a strike. Corral painting the black, and it's now 0-1. There's one out. But one of the things that Bullock, meaning Scott Bullock, is known for is he does not allow graduating seniors to play on the regional level or on the state level, meaning for American Legion. Once they've graded, they're done basically with the team and they move on. The idea is he wants to go ahead and get the players that are going to be playing for him in the upcoming seasons more experience, where other teams like to pretty much take some of the players that are either playing college ball one year or about to go college ball, as we've seen with some of the winners of the regional. So it's a little bit refreshing to see the philosophy of Scott Bullock. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. There goes the runner. Hit to left field. Left fielder ranging over. This will be out of play. And the count still remains at 1-2. One thing that, if you're either team, and both teams are pretty good at this, what we know for sure with the Lobos, one of the things with the Lobos is that they're very good at capitalizing on mistakes of the opposing team. Really, it comes down to what kind of a short memory you have when you get into tournament play. Next pitch missing outside. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield obviously playing up, looking to get out of this one. With the double play. Corral set at the belt, outside. There goes the runner. It's going to be wide on the throw. Nice backup by Arizona, but you can see the stolen base at second. So a great opportunity here to tie this one up. Nelson, of course, does have power. We've seen him spray it up the gaps. Has power to send it over the wall. Of course, conditions are right for home runs here this afternoon. Good weather. Foul ball. Count still remains at 3-2. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, Warren Ray, and of course, Jeremy Waters bringing it to you. This is the first day of our coverage. We'll be doing the 7 o'clock game tonight. That will be Greeley Gojos taking on Utah. So Nelson earning a walk with selective hitting. So Knauer, we know, is a dangerous hitter. We saw that in the state tournament, and we've also covered that on Rad Sports. Nelson, one of those guys that not only can hit up against the fence, we've seen him hit it over the fence. And that's hit deep. Going back, center fielder should make the catch. So the runners are not able to advance. There's 2 down. Garrett Fisher, the left fielder, stepping to the plate, the number 5 hitter. Another contact hitter, tough out, especially on the ground ball. Tough to get him at first. He's so quick. Fastball going to be high. Count goes to 1-0. But with the conditions being the way that it is, it's warm. Really not much of a breeze here in Denver. We're guessing about 83 to 85 degrees here this afternoon. Really good conditions to send it out. That's where the key is to keep the ball down. We saw in some of the state tournaments with some of the better teams, the error was to get it up belt high and higher, and of course paying the price with a lot of runs scored. Missing, and count goes to, it looks like 1-0. Corral comes across with the fastball, and he walks him. So bases are loaded, going to be a discussion on the mound. And not missing by a lot is Michael Corral. That looked almost like a letter-high fastball from here. So Jared Pipo, the catcher, also has power, and again, for his size, has a lot of speed as well. That's one of the things that the Lobos, with this younger team, mainly sophomores and juniors, a few going to be seniors this next year, but for a young team is very quick and very mature for their age. So Pipo stepping to the plate. That's whacked to left field. 1 run will score. It looks like Bullock's going to send him. 2 runs will score. Nelson will cross the plate, and runners are at second and third with 2 outs. Oddly enough, as we've covered some of these games, we've seen a lot of action with these teams. In other words, 2-out rallies. That's almost been a common denominator this year that we've seen in the summer. So Rocky Mountain showing their grit already early in this ball game, now with the lead. Another base hit, 1 run will score. We'll see Bullock's waving him. Not going to be in time clearly. So the Lobos very quickly put up a 4 spot here in the bottom half of the first inning. So the Lobos early in this ball game with 3 hits. On the scoreboard, they're seeing 3 runs. I do believe it's 4. Looking bunt. It should go foul. Count goes to 0-1. We want to say hello to the folks in Tucson watching this. Of course, we've had really some great dealings with a number of the players and coaches over the last couple of years that we've been around. So we want to say hello to everybody down there in Tucson. So Corral delivers looked like a slider in the inside corner. Count goes to 0-2, but there's 2 outs. And now the Lobos starting out quick as we painted the picture early in this webcast. And it's a 4-1 ball game. Corral delivers fastball, pulled down the left field line, foul. Count still remains at 0-2. Think about Arizona. This is a team very similar to the Lobos. They're a very good contact hitting team, and they have a lot of character. So do not count this team out. This is a team that can answer back very quickly. 0-2 pitch, foul, cued foul. Count still remains at 0-2. We've seen a lot of that this summer, especially when you see Gojo's coming up next at the 7 o'clock game, where you'll see a number of foul balls. They're very good at extending the count. Lobos as well. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Whack to the third baseman, going to go across the diamond. Make sure of the throw, and he gets the final out. But as you can see, there are 4 runs on the board on 3 hits. It's a 4-1 ball game. Lobos on top. You're watching Region 8 baseball here on Rad Sports. We'll take a break.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus, reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Top half of the second inning, good to have you along. This is American Legion baseball, Region 8 tournament ball. Rivera starting it off here for Firebirds. Hit up the middle, stabbed by the pitcher of the Lobos, and he gets the first out. So Andre Green going to step to the plate, trying to get it off here, or get it started, get the wheels going here for Arizona. Looking bunt, fouled away. Count goes to 0-1. Mike Ray, Cameron Grinson, Warren Ray, and Jeremy Waters bringing it to you. Got a whole list of people here this afternoon. Good to have you along. Denver, Colorado, beautiful Regency Athletic Complex. Waved at first strike. Count goes to 0-2. So you can see the slider teasing him, not able to get his bat on it. And Rocky Mountain trying to get out and into the locker room basically, or back into the dugout quickly. Going to be a little bit high on the fastball. Count goes to 1-2. So Andre Green, followed by Fabian Ferreira. Fouled away. Count still remains at 2-2 strikes. We'll get you some scores of the earlier games. And there were some good ones going on at 10 o'clock. Next pitch is hit to center field. Center fielder ranges over about 3 steps, makes the catch for the second out. Fabian Ferreira going to step to the plate with 2 outs. 2-out rallies, of course, as we mentioned in the last inning, are big in any of these tournaments. Knocked down in the turf nicely. Count goes to 1-0. Both catchers are very good at keeping the ball in front of them. Now, where it gets tricky is when you're playing on turf. 1-0 pitch, missing with the fastball, 2-0. But this is an all-turf field, nothing natural here. So the ball really skips when you're trying to block pitches in the turf. Handcuffing the shortstop, so Ferreira gets on to first with 2 outs. Diego Herrando, the left fielder, stepping to the plate. Infield going to go with the easy play, potentially. Knocked down in the turf nicely by Pfeiffer. So Pfeiffer doing a good job of keeping the ball in front of him. Otherwise, Arizona has a runner on second. 1 ball, no strikes. Missing outside, count going quickly to 2-0. Top of the lineup, potentially Alex Kelch waiting on deck. 2-0 pitch, going to be a nice bunt. Not able to get the handle on it, so it's a base hit. So nicely placed down the third base line. And of course, Rocky Mountain not able to come up with that, meaning Michael Corral. Corral in the first inning with 44 pitches. Actually, check that, 14 pitches. Bullock going to go out and talk to his pitcher very quickly. Does not want to let Arizona get on a roll here. They're up by 3 runs. But Arizona, one of those teams that once they get rolling, especially with the top of the lineup, you have Kelch, Cervantes, and then Durazo. These are all very good hitters, very good contact hitters. And they've had an inning really to get used to Corral on the mound. So they're going to be able to guess pitches a lot more. So far, Corral has had more of a steady diet of fastballs with an occasional slider. So with the good teams like this, you have to keep them guessing. And Bullock didn't like what he saw, so I had a very quick discussion. 3 hits for both teams in the ball game so far. The difference is 3 runs in favor of the Lobos. Corral set at the belt. Missing high. Count goes to 1-0. So Kelch in the first inning literally got on base because he was beaned. Took one square in the back. Takes ball 2. And just a couple years ago in Boulder, what a great ball game that Arizona put up against California. Close until about the last couple of innings, literally. Hit to right field, right fielder ranging back, makes the catch, and that will do it. So a couple of men were stranded. And after 1.5 in the books, it's a 4-1 ball game. Lobos on top.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Play ball.
Some things just never change. Crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s, where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496.
Play ball. Safe. High fly ball into right field. She is
Bottom half of the second inning. Good to have you along from the Regency Athletic Complex Center. Boy, that is a mouthful, isn't it? But what a beautiful site it is here. Of course, on the site, you have both the tennis courts are here. You have also a soccer field here where a lot of competition here where the Roadrunners do compete for Metro State or Metropolitan State Universities. Beautiful complex. A lot of millions went into this location. And, of course, they didn't spare any here for the baseball diamond as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's the Lobos coming to the plate. Bottom half of the second inning. Good to have you along. They have the 3-run lead. And leading off here for the Lobos. Inside, count goes to 1 ball, and they're having troubles there. 3-1. Catching the outside corner, taking it to a full count. So it's Keanu Cobb, then it's John Cathcart, and then it's Aaron Laux. Next pitch fouled away. Count still remains at 3-2. It was Cobb that we saw that came in the state tournament in relief and pitched 3.5 very strong innings, and of course his bat helped the cause as well, to be Greeley Gojos just about a week ago. Oddly enough, you look at Cobb and the way that he handles himself, told me he was going to be just a sophomore this next year, so he strikes out, and there's 1 out. So Cathcart going to step up to the plate for the second time in the ball game. In the last inning, of course, a 4-run explosion. We've seen this several times with the Lobos. They always start out fast. Inside for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Almost the same location and the same result. Quickly going to 2 balls and no strikes. Game 1 for us, literally there were 2 other games earlier. And this actually is game 3, but it's our first webcast here for the 5 days that we're here. Of course, this will go on with the final game being on Sunday at noon for the championship. If necessary, then there's game 2, which would start immediately after if there's a tie. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. We'll see if he went, they said safe by the first base umpire. Count goes to 3-2. So Denver, if you've not been here, if you're watching, pulled the string and struck him out looking. Good location, hitting the outside corner with the curveball. So there's quickly 2 outs. So Aaron Laux stepping to the plate. And you can see clearly starting to get dialed in as the pitcher here for Arizona in Michael Corral. Fouled away, count goes to 0-1. In a big setting like this, clearly the nerves do come into play, and those first inning jitters may have had something to do with it, but Corral now really starting to paint the black on both sides of the plate. Quickly goes to 0-2 with a fastball. 2 outs. Inside and high, count goes to 1-2. You can watch a rebroadcast of this. We will go ahead and do the rewind here for you. We will put this on our Facebook. We'll also put it on American Legion, Colorado American Legion. There's the slow roller to the third baseman, comes across firing. Errant throw. Laux will go to second. So double clutching, not sure, trying to get the footing correctly. And it seemed to throw off the timing of the third baseman on the throw. So Nelson, of course, who was part of the big rally in the last inning, stepping to the plate. We'll see if that makes a difference in the ball game. So 1 error so far for Arizona in the ball game, none for Rocky Mountain. Corral, and that's hit deep. Down the right field line, and make it a beautiful catch is the right fielder. They do call him out. Nelson thinks that he dropped the ball. We'll see if there's going to be a discussion here, but it looked like clearly the right fielder for Arizona made the final catch. So after 2 in the books, it's a 4-1 ball game. Lobos on top.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Play ball. Safe. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Top half of the third inning. Good to have you along here from the Regency Athletic Complex Center at Metropolitan State University in Denver. Region 8 baseball, American Legion style. And it's Cervantes leading it off for Arizona, followed by Daniel Durazo, and then it's Ryan Graybosch. We have a change on the mound. We'll get you that name momentarily. For the Lobos. So Michael Corral for Arizona so far with 46 pitches in the ball game. And these are getting to be longer innings, of course, putting up the 4 spot early. But you could see Corral really settling down in the last inning for Arizona, not allowing anything. Hot shot, going to be a base hit for Cervantes to lead it off here for the Firebirds. Daniel Barrazo now, great opportunity here to start scratching back and getting into this ball game. You look at the hit totals and you think Arizona was leading the ball game. They have 4 hits to the Rocky Mountains, 3 hits in the ball game, but of course the Lobos with a 3-run lead. So great opportunity here for Arizona. Nobody out, infield playing up, dropping a curveball in for a strike, and it's now 0-1. Weather got to be around 80 here right now. Next pitch is going to be a high chopper to the first baseman. Nelson steps on the bag and gets the first out. So there's one down. Ryan Graybosch stepping to the plate. Thank you, Scott Gibson. One of our chairmen, Scott Gibson, of course, very, very helpful during these tournaments. Scott's all over the place, and he has been very active in helping really the season so far in so many different ways. So there's one out, hit up the middle. This should drop for a base hit. And Arizona's going to wave in the runner. Here comes the throw, not in time. And Arizona adds another one to the board. It's now a 4-2 ball game. So some good hitting here by Arizona, scratching their way back in here in the top half of the third inning. So as I mentioned earlier, do not step away from this screen of yours wherever you're watching. Of course, you can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on your computer. And of course, we will have the rewind here for you after the ball game. You can watch it as much as you like. Guess what? It's free. So 5 hits in the ball game now here for Arizona, threatening again with 1 out. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Michael Corral trying to get it going here for Arizona. And so far, the Firebirds have been effective as far as moving runners over. Only down by 2. Looking bunt. Runner goes, there's the throw. Is it in time? And they get him. So the bunt and run was on. Corral pulled back, and a nice throw by Pifo to get him, and there's 2 down. So he gunned it literally right on the bag. So that really helps the effort here for the Lobos to get a nice, that's whacked for a base hit. Good thing that he was able to gun him out, because potentially there could be another run crossing the plate there. But a nice throw by Pifo to prevent another run from scoring. So it's a 2-out single. 6 hits in the ball game now here for Arizona. So J.B. Rivers stepping to the plate. That's hit deep to center field. Center fielder ranging back about 8 steps, and he makes the catch for the final out. But 1 run is in. Very important run here for Arizona to be scratching their way back. And after 2.5 in the books, it's a 4-2 ball game. Lobos on top. You're watching Region A Tournament Baseball here from Denver. We'll be right back.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Play ball.
Bottom half of the 3rd inning. Good to have you along. American Legion Region 8 Baseball from Denver. It's Ben Knauer to start it off here for the Lobos. Of course, in the last inning, it was Arizona who answered back with a run, and now it's a 4-2 ball game. So Knauer, who flied out deep in the 1st inning, going to take his hand and swings at it here in his 2nd attempt in this ball game. Knauer, of course, one of those players that can send it deep. We've seen him do it. We've seen him touch them all. One that you have to be careful with. Cued foul. Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Corral coming in with the fastball in the outside corner. Count quickly goes to 1-2. So Corral coming in and challenging the batter, missing outside. Count goes to 2-2. Game 1 of our coverage here this afternoon. Game 2 will be coming up at 7 o'clock. Greeley Gojos will be taking on Utah. Count goes full, missing outside. And Knauer, of course, you have to be careful, dangerous hitter. Low, and he walks him. So it's going to be Garrett Fisher, followed by Jaron Pifo. So Pifo, of course, making that great play, throwing out the runner at 2nd, and doing a terrific job of really preventing another run from scoring from Arizona. So Knauer standing on first. Going to be a base hit. We'll see if that's a gapper. It should. You can see Bullock waving his runner. It got hung up in the fence, so they're going to send Knauer. The throw won't even be attempted, and the Lobos answer back here in the bottom half of the third. You could see the center fielder and the right fielder, the ball got hung up right around the 375 mark, and then not able to hit the cutoff, so it produced another run. 5-2, Lobos answering back. So Corral getting touched up. There's a bunt, and it's a good bunt. Corral comes up, nobody there to cover, so it's a base hit. This is really kind of standard what you see with the Lobos. They do play small ball very well, and we have seen many times where they're able to bunt their way on, almost very much a strategic play, and just caught really Arizona with the lack of coverage on first. 5-2 ball game. Lobos attacking here. There's nobody out. Men at the corners. Fastball in the inside corner, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. So it's Cooper Axe stepping to the plate, followed by Will Vassar. Axe is the designated hitter in this ball game, batting and looking to attack and get something going here. It's the time of the ball game really where you really have to tighten up the infield. And I'm not sure what exactly happened being so deep in left field with the ball getting hung up. Not sure if it got hung up in the fence. But the run did score. Waved at for a strike. Took a little bit off on that. Count goes to 0-2. So Corral doing a good job of challenging Axe here in the bottom half of the third inning. So far in the ball game, Arizona scored in the first inning with 1 run and then 1 in the third. Missing outside, count goes to 1-2. So far for the Lobos, of course, you recall, just a few innings ago, put up 4 in the first inning and now 1 here in the third. Corral delivers, good throw. If it's in time, it looks like they got him. They did, nice throw. Arizona answering right back with a gun of their own, with the catcher doing a terrific job in Fabian Ferrer. So he answered right back and gunning him out. Much needed here to slow down the attack of the Lobos. 5-2 ball game. Good to have you along from Denver, the Regency Athletic Complex Center. Great place to watch soccer, baseball, and tennis. Fouled away. Count goes to 0-2. So Axe doing a real battle job here, trying to continue this rally. There is a man on third, trying to get another run in here. Of course, a fly ball will score. Curveball just missing. Count goes to 1-2. Actually 3-2. Thought he had him. Catches him with the curveball again, and this time strikes him out. So Will Vassar, the second baseman, stepping to the plate. That's hit foul and sharply down the right field line. Count goes to 0-1. So for Arizona, 6 hits so far in the ball game with 2 runs, and for the Lobos, it's all knotted up at 5, meaning 5 hits and 5 runs. Vassar, part of that double play combination, hit slow roller to the shortstop, comes up firing, and they get him in time. But the Lobos answer here in the bottom half of the third inning with the run of their own. It's a 5-2 ball game. You're watching Region 8 Tournament Baseball here from Denver. We'll be right back.
Some things just never change. Crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s, where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496.
Play ball. Safe. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Play ball. Safe. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
He's retired now. He is. Yeah. He's got more time. SAC.
Center.
All right.
Nice catch.
Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Number 70, Fabian Mercurio.
Top half of the fourth inning. Sorry, we were trying to correct some technical difficulties, but there's two down. So Diego Ferriano stepping to the plate. Of course, it was in the last inning that Arizona was able to scratch one across. Of course, a good hitting team, only down by 3 runs. Actually, in the hit count, really leading the attack with 6 hits so far in the ball game, but of course 1 error. Whereas for Rocky Mountain, it's 5 hits and 5 runs in this contest. It's going to be a chopper to the third baseman. Nelson comes up firing, and he gets the final out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning and quick here for the Rocky Mountain Lobos, and the score after 3.5 in the books, 5-2, Lobos on top.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Play ball. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
So Keanu Cobb leading off the bottom half of the fourth inning. We are going 7. This is game 4. 5-2 ball game. Rocky Mountain on top. First pitch taken by Cobb on the inside. Missing, and it's now 1-0. So Corral so far going all the way here for Arizona. Doing a good job in battling. They've come into some very good bats, obviously, here for the Lobos, who started out quickly. Fastball taken for a strike, and it count goes to 2-1. So clearly plenty of time here for Arizona to get back in this one. Curveball catches him on the outside corner. First inside, then outside with the curveball. Count evens at 2-2. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, Warren Ray, and Jeremy Waters bringing it to you. Fouled away. Count evens at, or stays at 2-2. Waved at, got him with that curveball slider, and quickly one down. So Corral doing a good job this afternoon. Just have run into some really good hitters in the Lobos. Good locations, good off speed. Catching the outside corner, and a count goes to 0-1. Corral dropping another curveball in. Working quick now. Count goes to 0-2. Another fastball missing. Hear the snap of the mitt. Plenty of steam left in his engine as we're in the fourth inning. Knocked down nicely. So really the key here for Arizona is get out of this inning quickly and then get their bats up. Try to keep scratching more runs across. That's hit. Left fielder racing up. It drops for a base hit. So Aaron Laux coming to the plate. Cathcart with a 1-out single. And Laux looking to keep this one going, followed by Cade Nelson and potentially Ben Knauer. Good to have you along. It's Region 8 baseball tournament play. Denver, Colorado. You can see the skyline, of course, in the background. Curveball hitting the outside corner, and it goes to 0-1. Not in time on the throw. 1 out, infield looking to get the double play going here and get out of here quickly. Bottom of the fourth inning. Next pitch hitting the outside corner net, the knees. Great location. Count goes to 0-2. So you can see getting stronger and stronger each inning is Michael Corral, getting more confident, working a lot faster. That's hit to left field. Left fielder racing over is going to be made the catch. Nice. And the runner goes back to first. There's 2 outs. So Cade Nelson coming up to the 3rd time at bat here in this ball game. They're going to go out and have a discussion with Corral. Don't want to continue to give up any cheap ones here with men at first and second. Traditionally, you might see Scott Bullock maybe try to drop a base hit down with a bunt. We've seen him do that with 2 outs to try to catch the other team snapping. We've seen that in other games that we've covered. So we'll see what kind of strategy, and it looks like, yep, we're going to have a relief pitcher coming in here for Arizona. So we're going to take a short break. You're watching American Legion Region 8 Baseball from Denver. We'll be right back.
Play ball. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
So we have a pitching change. Christian Baubluis on the mound here for Arizona. Runner is going. Throw, looks like it's in time. They get him. So we've seen a couple of nice throws from the catcher here, Farrar, for Arizona, showing off that gun and timely. But again, Rocky Mountain, after 4 innings complete, it's a 5-2 ball game. Lobos on top.
Some things just never change. Crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s, where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496.
Play ball. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Top half of the fifth inning. Good to have you along. We are going 7 here from the Regency Athletic Complex Center, Metropolitan State University here in Denver. And it's Arizona stepping to the plate. So it's Alex Kelch stepping to the plate for Arizona, followed by Efren Cervantes, and then it's Daniel Durazo. So technically 3 more at-bats here for Arizona. Next pitch, it's whacked into center field for a base hit. So good start here for Alex Kelch and the Firebirds. Cervantes going to step to the plate. Very important now that Arizona get at least 1 or 2 runs in this inning to get back into this. They're down by 3 runs. It's a 5-2 ball game. You look at the hit count so far. It's 7 hits so far for the Firebirds with 2 runs, and for the Lobos, it is 6 hits and 5 runs. So Keanu Cobb stepping to the plate, or stepping to the mound, I should say, for the Lobos. We saw him do a great job bouncing one off of Pipo. The runner advances. But Cobb, the sophomore, who came in the State A tournament championship game, pitched 3.5 solid innings to really finish it out against Greeley Gojos. So we know that he is very much capable and used to being in the spotlight. Cobb set at the belt. Curveball catches him on the outside corner. Great location. Count goes to 2-2. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, Warren Ray, and Jeremy Waters bringing it to you. Region 8 baseball tournament here from Denver. Cobb delivers. That's whacked into the left field. It's going to be a base hit. They're going to hold the runners, so you'll have runners at first and third, and there's nobody out. So Daniel Durazo, the center fielder, golden opportunity here. Fly ball will score a run potentially. Base hit even better. So Durazo followed by Grabosh, or if I'm saying that correctly. And then, of course, Michael Corral. We'll see if the play is on to try to draw a throw. That is whacked. Left fielder ranging over almost at the track. The run will score on the tag up. And it's now a 5-3 ball game. Lobos on top. Ryan Grabosh, who is always a threat, stepping to the plate. Grabosh is the number 4 hitter in the lineup here for Arizona. So Cobb getting touched up here in the top half of the 5th inning. We told you, watch this Arizona team. This is a team that comes back, a lot of character. Very good at extending counts. We keep saying that, and they're proving us right. Looking bunt, throw from Pifo, not in time at first. Good idea. Both catchers excellent in this ball game. We've seen both Ferrara, of course, for Arizona, and then, of course, for the Lobos. Pifo doing a great job of just not only keeping runners honest, but then throwing them out at second. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Arizona with 1 run in this inning. Knocked down nicely by Pipo, keeping the runner from advancing. So Keanu looking to try to retain what he did here in the State A tournament just about a week ago. So far 8 hits in the ball game, waved at for a strike. Count goes to 2-2. On deck is Michael Corral. Fouled away. Count still remains at 2-2. So we understand that League City, Texas won earlier, and also Las Vegas also won earlier. So potentially we will see them tomorrow evening in one of the games. That's the nice thing, is we will be doing the afternoon and evening games, so you'll get a chance to see some of those teams from both League City and of course going out to Las Vegas. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 run in. Cobb delivers, pops off of Pipo's glove, so the runner advances. And a potential here to get even closer. Base hit will score him, potentially. Have some good speed on the base pads here for Arizona. Infield playing up, you can see. That's hit to the shortstop, gonna go across the diamond. Gets the throw, gets him at first. There's 2 outs, but the runner advances to third. So there's 2 outs, runner at third. 1 run is in on 8 hits so far, 1 error here for Arizona. First pitch taken for a strike to Corral. Count goes to 0-1. But Arizona has been hitting some loud base hits in this inning. Looking to extend it. There's the curveball knocked down by Pipo. Count goes to 1-1. Very nice banquet last night. Of course, some memorial ceremonies that are very important history lessons that we need to remember. Of course, for the missing in action, that was really a moving ceremony that they had for the players. Remembering, of course, all the people who have sacrificed for us to allow us to play baseball that are still missing in action. Keep in mind, American Legion Baseball, of course, since 1925, this is all veteran base. There's a high chopper to the shortstop. Going to be a tough play at first. There's the throw, and he gets him. So a nice play by the shortstop for Rocky Mountain to stop the inning. But 1 run is in, and after 4.5 in the books, it's a 5-3 ball game. Lobos on top.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Bottom half of the 5th inning, Cade Nelson to start it off. We are going 7. 2 more advanced for Arizona. They are down by 2 runs. It's a 5-3 ball game. Corral delivers and misses to Nelson. It's now 1-0. Really, it's only been a few errors in the ball game, if you want to say really 1 error that Arizona has made, and of course just some good hitting by the Lobos. But Arizona so far in the ball game with 8 hits and down by 2. Missing outside, count goes to 3-0. Good to have you along at the Regency Athletic Complex here in Denver. You can see the skyline in front of you on some of the pictures that are being presented. And it has been a very good tournament so far, a lot of action, and be expecting tomorrow we will be back on the webcast at 4 o'clock. We'll try to announce what games, who's going to be webcast tomorrow at 4, and then, of course, the 7 o'clock game. We still have the 7 o'clock game tonight with Greeley Gojos and Utah. Inside, count goes quickly to it looks like 2-0. It's a little conference on the mound here. Arizona not wanting to let the Lobos scratch any back, down by just 2 runs. Really, you think about what the Lobos do. They are really one of those nagging teams that you score a run and then they come right back and score one on you. They answer right back. Next pitch taken at the knees. Nice location. Count evens at 1-1, so the conference worked. Talk to some of the players about Voodoo Donuts in the area. We'll talk to you more about that momentarily. 1-1 pitch on the way. It's going to be a chopper to the third baseman, goes to second, gets the force, and they get the double. What a nice turn by Arizona. And what made that nice was the second baseman literally got taken out, but was still able to make the throw and get him at first. So a very timely double play here by Arizona. And there's 2 outs. How important are the big plays, especially when you're behind by just a couple of runs, to make big plays in the field? And Arizona doing that here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. A little bit low for a ball. He starts it off at 1-0. So Ben Knauer whacking it down the left field line, evens it at 1-1. Actually, check that. It is Garrett Fisher stepping to the plate. Knauer, of course, was the previous batter. On deck is the catcher, Jared Pifo. Getting away literally on the pitch. Good thing there was a double play. It's one of those taken from the movie Major League where the ball just gets away from him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball hitting the outside corner, evens it at 2-2. But we had a chance to talk with some of the players last night when they were walking over the field, and you know, when they were checking it out right after the banquet, they had the lights on for them so they could get used to the field. Talked about Voodoo Donuts. Oddly enough, Voodoo is not that far from here. It's about 5 minutes literally from the stadium. And it's one of those kind of places that you really need to go to addiction-free classes after you've had one. We want to thank, obviously, the folks at Voodoo. They literally gave us 2 buckets, not exaggerating, 2 buckets full of beautiful Voodoo Donuts. And we've been enjoying them here so far. A little bit sugared up, so. Jared Pifo, the catcher, going to step to the plate. Fisher, of course, wearing it to get onto first base with 2 outs. But beware, this is when the Lobos do strike, and they strike quickly. So an opportunity here for the Lobos. Waved at first strike, and it's now 0-1. Good off-speed pitch by Arizona. Weather just perfect for baseball right now. We're guessing in the upper 70s. Back in time was Fisher. Cat and mouse going on. Firebirds, one of those teams that you have to try out to get on the team. That's hit, and that's hit deep. Center fielder racing over, not able to draw it in, and Bullock's going to hold his runner at second and third. So I'm not sure if it was the sun, but you could see both fielders, both in left and center, racing over and trying to make a catch, but just not able to come up with it on the slide, literally. So as we mentioned, look out with 2 outs. This is when the Lobos get dangerous. So it looks like there's going to be a potential change in the lineup here. Hitting-wise, we'll get you the name here. It's number 37. We know that. But we will get you that name here momentarily.
Now batting, number 37, Joel Anderson.
So Joel Anderson going to step to the plate here for Rocky Mountain. You can hear our stadium announcer, James Wardell. What a treat to have James here. He is so good at doing stadium, as is TJ Frasco, who was here in the earlier 2 ball games. But James really reminds you of one of those 70 Grooves guys. Really plays some great music and, of course, has the right golden sounds when he's behind the mic. Quickly 0-2 against Anderson, looking at a strike 2 on the outside corner. So Arizona potentially looking at a very big strikeout here. 0-2 pitch knocked down nicely by the catcher. We've talked about this before on some of the webcasts. Literally, when you have to knock that ball down, it's easier to knock a fastball versus a curveball when it's in the dirt. Much harder on curveballs. Fastball missing. Count goes to 2-2. So Anderson with a good at bat, extending it to 2-2. Base hit scores 1, maybe 2 runs here for the Lobos, potentially. Inside, count goes to, actually hit him. Must have barely gotten the sleeve, so now you have bases loaded.
Number 33, Will Vassar.
So Vassar going to step to the plate. Great opportunity here for the Lobos. 2 outs. First pitch taken for a strike. Fastball, and it's now 0-1. So I really like the way that Arizona just challenges the batters after walking. The last batter just comes right back and attacks. Next pitch fouled away. Count is at 0-2. So it's Vassar, potentially followed by Keanu Cobb. Vassar going to think this one out a little bit. Try to get the rhythm off of Arizona pitching. 0-2 pitch on the way, fastball hit right up the middle. Going to get the tag, able to go to first, and he gets the final out. So Arizona doing a good job of, especially with that double play, and no runs in the inning. So after 5 complete, it's a 5-3 ball game. Lobos on top.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's
Play ball.
Some things just never change. Crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s, where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496.
Welcome back to Regency Athletic Complex here in Denver. Good to have you along. We are in the top half of the sixth inning. Two more at-bats here for Arizona. You can hear the breeze starting to whip up a little bit here in my microphone. So Arizona really doing a good job of scratching their way back. More importantly, making the big plays in the field with that double play that presented any and stopped really any type of attack there by the Lobos, who've been really answering back very well in this ball game. So it's a 5-3 ball game. Taken for a strike, evens it up at 2-2. So Cobb, as we presented the picture in the last inning, really being tested here. Of course, he did a great job just a week ago in the State A tournament. Leaves that one a little bit high. Count goes to 3-1. So the sophomore just missing. And Arizona looking to get something going here. Very important inning here for them. So he walks the leadoff batter. And we'll see how long really Cobb stays in this ball game. Andre Green, potentially followed by Fabian Ferrar and then Diego Benajardo. So we will see a discussion here momentarily with Scott Gibson. Very close at the plate, some of those calls, of course. Understandably, you have a lot of umpires on both sides, meaning both teams, rooting for their teams. So we'll see how long they leave Cobb in. Of course, Cobb, when we saw him about a week ago, went as far as he could, and they literally took him out for the final inning and the final out. And of course, Rocky Mountain went on to beat Gojo's in that game. Of course, Gojo's is our second team that's going to be coming up here at the 7 o'clock game. So for you fans that are from Arizona and Las Vegas, we got good news for you. Most likely we will see them in our afternoon and evening games here tomorrow here on Rad Sports. Bunt fouled away. So Arizona looking to apply some of the medicine that we see the Lobos do often, playing small ball and going with a bunt. Of course, the Lobos are magicians at that. Nelson going to play up at third. Runner doing a little dance on first. They're going to, you can see the signals if our cameramen have the eyes on them, getting ready for the play here. Going to be missing out, actually catches him on the outside corner is Cobb. Count goes to 0-2. So eight hits in the ball game here for Arizona. Looking to add a couple more hits and tie this one up. Good to have you along from Tucson. I do have to let you all know that that's where I was born. I won't say the year, of course. Just learned how to count. It's awful high. Hit to the shortstop. Taylor made double play. Let's see if they can turn it. And they do. So the Lobos with their version of the double play. We saw that with Arizona timely last inning, and now it's the Lobos doing the same here in the sixth inning. Good to have you along. So if you're Cobb on the mound, you got to love what you just saw, your team backing you up. First pitch taken for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, Warren Ray, and Jeremy Waters bringing it to you. Good to have you along. Denver, Colorado, Region 8 baseball, waved at first strike. Count goes to Timely double play. How important are the big plays towards the end? That's hit high. Racing in is the center fielder. Looks like he's going to make the catch for the final out. So a big double play stops the rally of the Firebirds, and after 5.5 complete, it's a 5-3 ball game. Lobos on top.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick.
Play ball. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Welcome back to the Regency Athletic Complex Center here in Denver. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Hope we don't get this one turned off on us. Literally, there are copyright laws in the music, so we have to be very careful. If there's any kind, we literally get the whole webcast shut down by YouTube. So if that happens, we apologize. Sometimes we are having to have the pictures come first so that we can give you the play-by-play as well. So we're in the bottom half of the 6th inning, and it is a 2-run lead here by the Lobos, who are coming up to the plate. And it's going to be the pitcher, Keanu Cobb, who's pitched 32 pitches in the game, taking a strike, and it's now 0-1. So Rocky Mountain now with 7 hits in the ball game and 5 runs. Next pitch is outside for a ball, and it's even at 1-1. Cobb waiting, waved, took something off of it, and the count goes to 1-2. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, Warren Ray, and of course, Jeremy Waters bringing it to you. Let's see if he went around. He did. So there's 1 out. So it's going to be John Cathcart going to be stepping to the plate here for Rocky Mountain. And potentially Aaron Laux. So you look at what both teams have done. They've answered back as far as getting runs in timely fashions, but then more importantly, coming up with big double plays and big plays in the field to stop rallies. 0-1 pitch, going to be a little bit inside. Count goes to 1-1. American Legion Baseball, of course, around since 1925. All veteran base. Next pitch is going to be a little bit wide. Count goes to 2-1. But you think about the careers that have been started because of American Legion Baseball. 55% of all Major League Baseball players since 1925 have played American Legion Baseball. Then, of course, a lot of careers as far as the coaching ranks are concerned, not only in the MLB, but also in the college ranks. 3-1 pitch. Going to be a high chopper to the second baseman. Going to be a quick bang, bang play. Gets him. And there's 2 outs. So Lauk's going to step to the plate. There's 2 outs. Lauk's, of course, a very good contact hitter. We've said that many times. First pitch taken for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1, evens it up at 1-1. So very important here that Arizona does not allow any runs. They're only down by 2 runs. And this potentially could be their final at-bats as we head into the 7th inning. We're only going 7 innings. We believe that the championship game goes 9 innings. A 1 pitch on the way, and it's hit up the middle. It should be a base hit. So Laux, who did kind of a half swing, able to get that one off the handle up the middle for a base hit. So Nelson, who is a good hitter and does have power, have to be very careful with Nelson. Can spray it up the gap. We've seen him do that. Of course, you have Laux at first, who's very quick. And you don't want to allow any more runs to cross the plate. 2 outs. First pitch taken for a strike outside corner to Nelson, and it's 0-1. Laux trying to get a decent lead. Good cat and mouse going on. They're not going to let him get too far out there. Don't want to get a good jump. But keep in mind, we've seen some very good throwouts here for Arizona and Farrar. He's got a great arm behind the plate and a good quick release. Good pop-up time. Gets by the catcher. So Laux jogs into second. One of those rare times that we've actually seen a ball get by the catcher here in this ball game. Some very good defensive catchers here in this for both teams. So an opportunity here, 2 outs. We've said that before in this ball game here for the Lobos. Base hit could score Laux. Fouled away. Count goes to 1-2. So keeping it alive. Waiting for his pitch is Nelson. Laux with a good lead on second. Really, he pulls this one down the line, and it's an easy score. That's how fast Laux is. So the Firebirds looking to stay in this one, only down by 2. It's all knotted up hits-wise at 8 apiece. Next pitch fouled away. Going over to the softball field, literally. And they have a beautiful softball field here, too, just as well lit and set up. Of course, there's a lot of softball tournaments that are played here at the Regency Athletic Complex. Next pitch is knocked down nicely by Farrar. Count even actually goes full at 3-2. Very important out here for Arizona. Very important. One of the big plays in the ball game, you think about what the Lobos did earlier, dropping that bunt down and nobody there to cover it first, which potentially the rally continued. That's hit, and that's hit well down the left field line, and that's going foul. You could see Scott Bullock waving his runner around, thought it was going to stay fair, but it was just foul. But that was hit very loudly here by Nelson, trying to go opposite field. So Nelson with some power can push it and go down the lines. And of course, he's good at hitting them up the gaps as well. Count still remains at 3-2. And he walks him with the ball in the turf. So runners at first and second. And Ben Knauer is one that you don't want to make a mistake against. Stepping to the plate. Knauer, really, you think about it, is really due in this ball game. Looked like he tried to get a curveball, just got away from him. Count goes to 1-0. So Knauer, of course, we won't repeat ourselves, but clearly a threat here with 2 outs. Swung on and missed for a strike, and it's even at 1-1. So you really got to like the way the Arizona pitchers have challenged these Lobos batters. Infield looking for the force at third or second. Missing outside. Count goes to 2-1. So a lot of American Legion dignitaries are here today. Commissioners and a variety of folks, of course, enjoying a good ball game here this afternoon. 2-1 pitch going to be high. Count goes to 3-1. So we are now, if Colorado Mountain Time, we're at 6:45. The next game will start at 7. That's hit to center field. Center fielder ranging over and making the catch for the final out. So that was a big out as we presented. And after 6 complete, it's a 5-3 ball game. Lobos on top.
Some things just never change. Crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s, where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496.
Play ball. Safe. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
We're heading towards the top half of the 7th inning, and this is one of those very important sets of outs here for the Lobos, obviously up by 2 runs. And Arizona, really, you think about it, it's pretty much knotted up as far as the hits are concerned. 8 apiece in the ball game, and really it's just been a couple of plays and just some big plays just at the right time that has made the difference. So Arizona now looking to try to not lose this ball game. First pitch taken for a strike. It's Nelson that's in the ball game to pitch for the Lobos here in the 7th inning. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, Warren Ray, and Jeremy Waters hit to the shortstop. Easy play for the first out. So good contact by Arizona, but just hitting it right to the shortstop. So Kelch is the top of the lineup here for Arizona. This is double elimination, so whoever goes on to lose this game or any of the games initially on day one is not completely eliminated. First pitch taken by Kelch for a strike, and it's 0-1. So really the key that we've seen here with Rocky Mountain is they've stuck to their game plan, which they do pretty much all the time. Waved at for a strike. Good curveball by Nelson. Count goes to 0-2. Has been fundamental baseball. Have played very good, smart baseball here this afternoon. Arizona, of course, showing their game face, doing a good job of staying in this ball game. Next pitch going to be high. Count goes to 1-2. This is first game of our coverage. Of course, the morning games were at 10-1. We'll see if he went around. They say that he did. So Kelch goes out swinging. So Efren Cervantes stepping to the plate. 2 outs. This is the 7th inning. Lobos with 1 more out can take their first game here in the tournament. Nelson delivers. There's the curveball. Very good location on that curveball. Good action on it. Count goes to 0-1. Nelson is fouled away down the right field line. First baseman ranging over trying to make a play, but it's off literally the fence. Quickly 2 strikes here on Cervantes. But do not count out this Arizona team if they were to lose this game. It's double elimination, and this is a very scrappy team out of Tucson, and potentially could be right back in this one with a win tomorrow if they were to lose this game. Swung on and missed, and that should be strike 3, and that should be the final out of the ball game. So a very good game, a very intelligent game so far that we have seen here by the Rocky Mountain Lobos. And of course it's 8 hits and it was 7 runs, and both teams had 8 hits in the ball game, and the Lobos went on to win this one 5-3. So we'll stay tuned. Of course, we're going to take a break here. We'll come back for the 7 o'clock game. That'll be Greeley Gojos against Utah.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Play ball.
Some things just never change. crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496.
Play ball. Safe. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.